So you've got like the top end of the ray of creation. Below that, you have the kind of the realm of thought. We worked into this in the atrium works that we did.
Mm.
If you saw that, the kind of had the gemrod frequency about it, but it was a
Yeah.
new thing coming in. But you've got that realm. You've got the realm of thought. In other words, if you're going to create something brand new, it first starts with a thought. You create a thought form of it. But then out of that thought form, there has to be a reason or a motivation. A motivation could likely be called an emotivation, emotion, motivation. Okay. So, I'm holding something like a bolt, for example. I have the thought form of like, hey, it'd be really neat to have a bolt and a nut be able to hold two things together, but still be able to take them apart, that sort of thing. Because nails and whatnot, just you ruin it in the process, and that's
Mm.
wasteful. Right? Good idea. That's the thought.
Mm.
The emotion has to do with, I'm well, what I just said, right? I'm tired of wasting things. I'm tired of it costing me things. Tired of bending nails, taking them out, and then having to toss them in the bin and get a new one. And I want to put it back together. That's the emotional form. Now, in the emotional form, that creates an astral form. And there are all kinds of things in the astral light. Everything from all the brilliant ideas and all the stupid ideas that people have had throughout history to, uh, well, life forms are a different topic because those are the emotions of the planet, I suppose would be a apt way to put it in this context.
Hmm.
So yeah, absolutely. And things that never took form uh, can still float around for a long, long time, like thousands of years, tens of thousands of years actually, in the astral light. I gave the example once of spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has astral content. Everyone has astral sensitivity. Even if you don't have a crystallized astral body, you still have astral sensitivity. And a lot of people are scared to death of a spider that could never hurt them. Yeah. Right. I mean, this kind of reaction, spider, what that is it's their astral content linking into the emotions of all the people that have been bit by spiders in the past and created a strong emotional response to see that spider as this enormous, monstrous thing in the astral light. And so you look at a spider, little tiny spider, and if you see it astrally, you're going to want to run away if you're not cognizant of the reason why it looks like that, because it is absolutely horrifying if you don't know the reason why, you see, because of all the loading that's gone into the astral light towards that.
Mm.
It's one example of how it works. Angels don't have wings. We put them there. It's another example I gave in the past, isn't it?
Mm.
Angels just can go through time, instantly, pretty much to, well, almost instantly to various locations. And primitive man, when we had much more frequent dealings with angelic life, primitive man looked at birds and see how birds can, fly from one place to another so easily. They don't have to walk on land or traipse around, and go, right, they must have wings. And astrally, then, of course, because enough people had that thought, they developed wings, you see. They don't have wings. And really, early on, you can find examples of this with, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Abraham that encountered some visitors, didn't realize that they were angels, thought they were just men. Yeah, did obeisance to them because realized the radiation that they were producing, but they're not described with wings, are they? In that account, you know what I'm talking about. I think it was Abraham. Anyway, doesn't matter. You see, that's how the astral domains work. It comes
Yeah.
from the emotion of something. That's what I'm really trying to get at here. So, thought
Yeah.
form,
Whether it was
emotional form, physical form. Depending on what a person has emoted into it, or what the planet has emoted into it, or what God's
yeah.
creation has emoted into it. Some things are creational oriented. Like we didn't make angels, we just gave them wings, for example. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, once you have a crystallized astral body and you're able to look at someone astrally, it's very different. You can see the content in a person. It's not like what's called electrical vision because that relies on the basically the nervous life that lives at the outer edge of the aura. And if you have enough power from like inspiration, meetings, whatever, fizz as they called it, if you have enough of that, you can beam it through your aura, light up the edges of something, and you can see the radiation coming back from it. It's yours bouncing off of theirs. It's like a radar, kind of. But when you have a crystallized astral form and you look at somebody astrally, you see so much. You see all the things that they've put in their aura. Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is why it's also important to develop things like compassion and patience and understanding, those types of things. Yeah. I mean, you need it. You need to have love for people. Otherwise, you'll just become a hermit. Can't handle this. Can't handle what I'm seeing. And it's not their fault. It's just wrong manufacture in some cases. In other cases, you can spot a holy man from 2 miles away. Once they're just a little dot in the horizon, you see kind of what's attending them, and you're like, wow, that is a developed man. I should go talk to him or her.